So, I mean, I guess this really isn't a controversial topic, but it seems like,
Kind of is.
especially
Is it?
a few years ago when you brought up his name, it would start some heated discussion.
Yeah.
LeBron,
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
probably even before that too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. So I was just thinking about LeBron because I haven't watched much basketball the past few years, and then the Heat are good again, so it's kind of got my attention again. So I've been a Heat fan. Well, I've been a Heat fan for a long time.
Long time.
Probably. I mean, it's been 17 years actually.
The D-Wade days.
Because it was when D-Wade got drafted. I watched him at Marquette. He scored a triple-double. And I said, whatever team that dude goes to, that's my NBA team.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Because you're a Miami Dolphins fan, I just thought you were just Miami.
No,
everything.
it was just convenient. Worked out that way. So I was
Learned
kind of
something
lost as like far as the NBA team goes. So, but then it was cool because then I kind of fell in love with the franchise and Pat Riley. And, it's like, I was like, okay, I can do that. And it's Miami, so it's convenient. We got family in Florida, so I got to go to a couple games when the Big Three was all together in championship years.
That's dope.
So anyways, I became a fan of the Heat. So they're good this year, so I'm kind of paying attention again. Well, the Lakers are really good this year.
Yeah.
They got a few people, not just LeBron, but
Nope.
this is the thing. Okay, there's people that, I feel like a lot of LeBron haters they're more quiet now. It's not as quite a heated debate. Do y'all agree with that? Or am I just not on social media enough?
I think
They're still out there.
I think they're still out there. Definitely. They're going to say things about him. But
Do you like LeBron?
I do like LeBron.
All the way. I'm like a LeBron fan, bro.
I like LeBron.
I'm a fanboy.
I like LeBron for several things. As a player, yeah, but like something a lot of people don't talk about is been 100% scandal free. Like, think about, he's never been involved in any sort of law issues or trouble that I know of. Never been involved in any sort of like controversial relationship things. He's married to like his high school sweetheart.
Yep.
And, there's never been any sort of like, that's crazy for somebody of his stature and fame.
Not only that, his
To have such a good reputation when it comes to those things.
his community efforts,
Yeah.
like building the school,
Yeah.
like that blew my mind.
Definitely.
I was like, yo,
Yeah.
because you don't see a lot of people do stuff like that.
Right.
We'll give a couple turkeys out on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right,
he
right.
built an entire school, changed the community.
Okay, so let's start with that. Like legitimately to be that famous for this long. Let's talk about this. There has never been a player that had as much hype as he did coming in to the NBA and then lived up to it. There's been some people that have been hyped.
Yeah.
But
Kwame Brown.
there were, matter of fact, and the reason I'm saying this is because I just saw a video a couple of weeks ago of him. He was in high school, like McDonald's All-American type stuff.
Yeah.
And the way they were talking about him, they were like, oh, they're saying he could be like the next big thing in the NBA and he's going to do this and he blah, blah, blah. And they start going through all this stuff. And they had an interview with him. It's like 17-year-old LeBron or something, and he's like, yeah, I just want to play the game. Just have fun playing, And I'm watching and I'm like, this dude,
He did that.
he did it. Like everything they were saying, he's done it.
He did that.
Yeah.
Like he did it. So all of this is crazy. But this is what gets me. I've said for a long time, LeBron, and this is obvious. Physically, he's a freak of nature. I don't know if y'all seen Joe Rogan talking about it, but Joe Rogan is basically talking, they're like looking at a picture of him, and he's just like, oh, forget it. And he said, everybody who's fighting right now, like boxing, UFC, whatever, they're lucky that he's playing basketball. Because if he decided, he said there's certain guys, and I think they mentioned like Bo Jackson or whatever, these freaks of nature, that if they went into fighting sports, forget it. They would just demolish everybody. And so that's not coming from me. That's like from fighters, you know.
Right.
There was other people around the table going, oh yeah, for sure. You know, like we get whooped if this dude came in this sport, which is crazy to think about. But like his size, his weight, his speed,
They try to get him to play football.
they tried to get him to play football. You do feel like that he could cross over. I mean, you know,
Easy.
Yeah.
maybe not a more skill sport like baseball or something, but you know, like he's 35 years old. He's been playing a professional sport for 17 years.
That's crazy.
But listen to this. Listen to this. This is what's crazy to me. Not only that, but he went to like something crazy, like 8 straight finals. So we're not talking about 17 regular seasons, postseasons, and finals. Just grinding as hard as he could. 35 years old. Check this out. I had to look up some of these stats real quick because he's 6'9", 250 pounds, 35 years old, been playing for 17 seasons. Okay. In his 17th season, he is matching or beating all of his career stats, nearly except points per game. Free throw percentage has dropped a little bit. Field goal percentage is the same. More rebounds, more assists, and the same on 3 points. 17 years. Now think about
Wow.
years 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's matching or beating basically everything. Or statistically, I mean, is like he's 7.7 rebounds. His career is 7.4. 25 and a half points a game. His career is 27. Assist, almost 11, 10.9. His career is 7.3. So that's where the 2 points he's dropped, not even 2 points,
Right.
1.5 points he's dropped.
Look at that.
Those are right there. And then his free throws has dropped a little. His 3-point percentage is 34.4 this year, and that's his career average too. So at 17 years old, still starting. 17 years old, 17 years in the league, still starting, still pacing his own career at his 17th season.
Crazy.
My question is, how long can he play?
I think he could, well, wait, just play or being the NBA or like play at this level.
Okay,
I think that's
how
two
long
different
can he
things.
play at this level?
At the rate of how he takes care of his body, because he spends a lot of money on his body.
I've heard that. Millions.
A lot of money.
Which is that probably
It's
his
very
greatest
important.
asset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very important.
Good investment.
I would say he could probably play maybe like another,
At this level.
at this level, maybe like another 3 or 4 years.
I was thinking
I'm saying, look at Vince Carter.
I was thinking 3.
But he's not playing at the same level that he was playing. He's
Right.
not, you know what I'm saying?
And we're not we're comparing him to himself.
Right.
So if you're 17 season, you're still basically averaging your career average. That's something special.
Honestly, especially at field goal percentage, I think he can do a lot more. I think he's taken the role that D Wade took when LeBron and Bosh went to Miami.
Right.
I think he's taken that role on.
Like I'm gonna support you, but I'm here when you
he's,
need
he's
me.
being more of a supportive cast.
Yeah, because right now he's got
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, AD.
Right.
So right now AD's kind of doing his thing.
Right.
Which
Which
is
he's
great.
hurt right now.
Okay, this is another thing. So not only that, but you think about the people, specifically Dwight Howard,
Woo.
who all of a sudden gets on a team with LeBron and all of a sudden is balling. Like career year.
Balling. Even McGee.
I'm like, where did this come from?
JaVale McGee is like, and I think it's also just the support that he brings to the team, just boosts everyone else's confidence.
Right.
And I think his drive and just his leadership.
I was like being the natural leader.
Man, it's like I'm saying, like KCP. very average player, right? But like I was watching the game like 2 nights ago, and this dude is like balling. AD's been hurt, and like they put the brakes on the Houston Rockets, bro. Like shut down defense. Like in the first half of the game, I was just like, "Ooh, they might get him," because James Harden will shoot the gym out,
yeah.
like without a doubt.
Yeah.
But man, like they locked that man down.
Dang.
And it's cool to see. I started respecting. I didn't want to be on the hype like at all. Like when he came out, I was just like, yeah, like whatever.
I was trendy to like him. Like,
Yeah, I was
everybody's
like,
doing it.
I'm not rocking with him. I'm
Yeah.
still rocking with, you know what I'm saying, Rod Strickland in the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? But I never forget, bro. I forgot what game it was. He was still playing in Cleveland. Dude just like put his head down, and it looked like he took like 5 steps, and he was on the other side of the court. And I was like, whoa.
So it was like his high school games, pretty much.
I was like, yo, it seriously seemed like he took 5 steps, and you see him do it.
Yeah.
He put his head down, and he is gone. And I'm like, that's impressive.
I watched his first NBA game highlights. He fit right in. First game. I mean, I think he scored in the 30s. And let's remember, when he was 18, he wasn't college. This is a boy.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, he's 6'5",
Yeah.
240 boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying. He is, a lot of it has to do with just the fact that his genetics, he's a physical freak of nature. But I go back and watch that, and I think it reminds me of something that I think Colin Cowherd said. And he talked about the debate between who's the greatest of all time. You know, there's a couple names in there. And then LeBron is one of them, but mainly Michael Jordan and LeBron, obviously. Yeah. But Colin Cowherd said something, I'll never forget this. And this was like, as a younger guy, this like was like, oh snap. It kind of hit me in a different way than any of the other arguments. He said, I covered the Chicago Bulls as a sports journalist. This is Colin Cowherd. He said, I was there for every great Michael Jordan moment. Like I was in the building. And he's like, I've seen all of these highlights, all of these moments, you know, I was there. I don't know if he said he was there for all of them, but I mean, they're pretty sure he said he had like season tickets, whatever. Like he was there. He experienced it firsthand. He said, now I'm watching LeBron. And he said, this is the difference. He said, I watched Jordan play and I thought this guy's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. It's amazing. The things he did is amazing. He said, this is the difference. I never watched Michael Jordan and thought there should be another league that this guy goes to because he's just too good for everybody. I never thought that. He said, I think that with LeBron James, that there's got to be a better league than the NBA that this guy can go to, that somebody's going to give him a contract at some better league. He said, but there's not. This is it.
Right.
This guy's just too good for everybody. You know what I mean? Like I heard him make that argument and I was like, wow. Like, you know, and you can't take his personal experience from him, and that's just how he feels. But I wonder, just objectively, if I could experience both of those, which I saw Jordan play live when he played for the Wizards, and he scored his 30,000th point. And a lot of people talk about that two-handed block against the backboard. Like, I just happened to be at that game, so it's cool. But, like, I wonder, you know, experiencing, and it does look like that sometimes. And then sometimes probably the biggest knock against LeBron is people are like, he's only scoring 40. He could score 100 if he wanted to. And you feel like that sometimes. Right. Like when he drives to the lane and he scores and one. And you're like, why didn't you do that the first 3 quarters? Like you could do that whenever you wanted. And, you know, I don't know. It's probably unrealistic. But, you know, that was one of the arguments that I heard that was like, oh, snap. Like, because you do feel like that. That like, this is it. like this is his competition is these people. You feel
Right,
like that
right.
sometimes.
For real. And he makes it look like that. There's sometimes you watch him play and it's just like he could just do whatever he wants.
I think
whenever
that's
he
why
wants to.
people get so mad at him too, because he's so powerful as just a player, just an all-around player.
Yeah.
So they feel like, why don't you just win every game, just dunk on everybody, just score every point, just do everything? Because I think even the haters that claim they don't like him for that reason are not realizing they don't like him because he's great, and they feel like
and because they have this huge expectation,
right,
and that,
exactly,
whether it be unattainable or whatever. But to be 17 years in the league,
It's impressive.
very impressive.
and is there? I don't know. Has there ever been
was just
another
thinking
person in their 17th year has been? I'm not even going to use the word relevant because he's still dominant. He's not just relevant. Like I would say, like Vince Carter is relevant, but he's on the verges of not being relevant.
Right.
But he's the first one to play in 3 decades, which is
Right.
pretty cool.
Oh
Right.
wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So, man, I love Vince Carter too, man. Oh man, that when I was a kid, man, that was at the '96 dunk contest or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
which is
Oh,
crazy to
yeah.
think about. Think about that. I had recorded that on VHS tape, and he was playing then, and he's still playing. That's insane.
That's
But
crazy.
he's in his 20th. No, it's longer than that.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I don't even know. Yeah, but
I don't
How old
even
is
know.
he? How old is Vince Carter?
45.
Wow.
That's wild.
He's still yamming on Bama's too, yo.
Remember he jumped over that 7-foot dude?
Yeah.
That was
in the
crazy.
Olympic game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, he's 42.
Okay. 42.
So 1998 NBA draft. So it wasn't 96. So he's in his 22nd season. And this is his last one, he said.
Finally.
That's crazy. So but at 17 years in a league, has anybody remained as dominant as LeBron James? Because I promise you this, whatever he's doing now, when the playoffs start, you're going to see playoff LeBron James. Because it was like that in Miami. It's like he's smart enough to know I got to pace myself.
Right.
I got to pace myself. Man, when it comes down to that game 6, watch out. Because it's not going to be LeBron James you're seeing right now, like in the regular season, I feel like, man, a lot of people say about he wants to play in the league when his son comes in the league. When and if his son, but when.
That would be crazy.
I'll be nuts.
Which that he can do that.
I hope it
That's
happens.
just 3 or 4 years out. 3 years out.
How old is his son?
He's like a junior.
Is he?
Isn't he like nah?
I think he's
like a
just-
freshman.
Yeah, he's
A
just
freshman.
starting, but he's
Yeah.
already yamming on.
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
I've seen some clips.
He's 15.
15? 15.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
he could
crazy.
do it. He could do it.
LeBron James.
Respect.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
You got to.
For
You have no
sure.
choice.
Definitely.
Hate him or love him, you got to respect
I
him.
think he has just like the best well-rounded game,
hmm
hands down.
One of the things that a lot of the old like players say, the old heads, like I've never seen a big man pass like that and handle the ball like that.
Like
And
Magic
dribble.
Johnson.
Magic
And
Johnson.
They say like that's one of the closest things. And actually, I can't remember who it was. Like said I used to say this was just a couple of weeks ago. I was watching. He said I used to say he was like Magic Johnson, but he's kind of surpassed that, especially this year when it comes to assists.
Yeah.
He's averaging almost 11, 10.9 a game.
His vision is just like crazy.
Yeah.
Averaging a near triple double. And I bet you too that he's probably like if they kept the stat of almost triple doubles, he's got to be leading everybody in history because I remember so many times he'd have like 27, 11, and 9. It was like, oh, like with that one rebound.
Yeah.
He's 27, 12, and 8. And you're like, oh, come on. Like you could have done that, But
Let me ask you this. A big thing that everyone has been talking about was just how much he's currently doing in this season. Do you think he's doing too much? Especially, he's not necessarily like pacing himself, like,
Right.
he's not sitting out and stuff like that.
Nah, because it's weird. Because I've watched LeBron. I mean, like watching him at Miami. I watched him in Cleveland real close because it was like him and Dwayne Wade going at it. And even after that, I don't think so. Because the minutes show he's playing a lot of minutes, but he doesn't have the team on his back. He's running point now a lot.
Right.
So he dribbles down the floor, he dribbles, pick, pass, he's done. He's not doing the give me the ball isolation like
Right.
dunking on.
That's a lot of energy.
Right, he's not doing that.
That's a lot of energy.
He's not doing that. And you can see it because he'll come on the floor in the fourth quarter and dude's not even breathing. He's barely breaking a sweat. So he's putting in minutes, but it's not the same kind. It's not the superstar minutes that he was. He's more of a facilitator, more of a quarterback. It's like a quarterback, right? They don't sub quarterbacks in and out like they do running backs or wide receivers or, whatever.
That's true.
Or linebackers. It's like they're just the quarterbacks in there. He stands in the pocket. Yeah, he's going to take some hits. Yeah, he's going to have to run every once in a while. But for the most part, man, he's just what's crazy too. This is kind of contrary to what I'm saying, but I'm watching the other night, and they inbound the ball to him. This dude looks up, and I guess nobody on the defense is paying attention.
Pulls
And
up.
he's at the rim in 2 seconds, laying it in. And that's why the Lakers are kind of fun to watch this year too, because it's like as soon as they inbound the ball, they're just trying to go.
They're running fast. They're running.
You're not breathing.
They're definitely
no
running.
breaks. No breaks. Caruso's fun to watch too.
He's a little exciting, bro.
Yeah, it's funny because like he just doesn't look like there's that one dunk from last year where the ball came off the rim and he just puts it back. And like it goes to LeBron. LeBron was in a suit on the sidelines and he's like, what just happened? In the commentator, whoever was like, you didn't know he had that in his arsenal, did you? Because it's deceiving.
Yeah.
Like he's the dude you wouldn't pick up at the gym, and then he's dunking all over you. You're like, what is happening?
100%.
Yeah. They're fun. They're very fun to watch.
By the way, this is kind of random, but I still have a LeBron James McDonald's jersey at home.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Is it
Hold on
signed?
to that.
It's not signed.
I say, is it
at all.
signed, boy?
Better hold on to
I
that.
can't even remember how I got it, but I have one.
That's crazy.
And I've just been holding on
That's
to it
usually
for
what
years.
people say when they steal something. Oh, I can't remember how I got it.
If I wore it to its weight, you know what? I wore it when we performed somewhere for like.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. It's like a
crazy.
dress on me. It's probably his actual jersey. It's that big.
I think I still got like one of his first Cleveland jerseys.
Oh, that's dope.
You didn't burn it?
Nope. Not me.
That costs too much.
Nah. I always like LeBron.
Yeah, me too.
I like LeBron. I respect him.
LeBron, if you're listening to this, you know what I'm saying? We could just get some tickets or something. Hang out,
Nah, that's too much.
You wouldn't do it?
Maybe.
Yeah, you would.
Say, LeBron, if you're listening to this, share it for us.